What's good, y'all, and welcome to what I like to call Maximize Monday. So, here we'll be taking on our very first challenge in making the most out of Shamir. Trying to see what you can do if you truly set your mind to it to actually make him great. And yeah, we are going to have to do some OG stuff now, because at least from tomorrow onwards we're at least finally starting to get some events and such.
Our research begins.
So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so here we are with Shamir's kit. Let's just quickly go over it. He doesn't have a talent. He launches a single magic attack applying Drowning Water. Drowning Water slows and makes the target and enhances Shamir's skills. Cannot be dispelled. Here you have the ability to stack Drowning Water up to 3 times. With his A1 it inflicts immobilized state, and with his A3 it enhances the stacks to 4, so up to 60% damage bonus. Then we have the Might of Icy. Attacking targets inflicted with Drowning Water increases attack by up to 40%. So 10 times attacking equals 40%. And then you have the ultimate, which deals 200% damage once and inflicts Drowning Water. The ball then generates 5 energy shockwaves, over 10 seconds, so every 2 seconds, each doing 25% AoE damage and applying a stack of Drowning Water. Furthermore, when using the ultimate, deals 15% more damage for 8 seconds with the A5. So with that, we already went through all the relevant ultimates. Let's have a look at the build. So this is the build we'll be going with. It has around 205% attack, 240 attack speed, over 100% crit rate, 235% crit damage, and 68% rage regen. So this Shamir is about as ready for war as it gets. Alright, now he's about as ready as it gets. We made a simple change. We swapped out the weapon for one not having crit rate, but rather having attack speed instead. So now we're looking at 324 attack speed rather than 244, and still 100% crit rate. Artifact wise, there's only one real choice, which is going to be the Tear of Twilight. And our first challenge, what we'll be throwing him against, is going to be Gear Rate 119 solo. So here we have an Elder, so that he deal because he's the most offensive Northern Lord, and Shamir is obviously only Northern faction. We have Rogue. Rogue's only purpose is going to be to always grant Shamir a shield when they cast an ultimate, and I expect him to cast an ultimate within every 10 seconds. So there should be a permanent shield up on Shamir, which means he should get the permanent damage increase from actually or permanent attack increase from being shielded. Then we have Mary, so we can slow down the left side. We have another left side unit, which is going to be Elowin for some permanent rage regen. Then we have Hollow and Tallulah, both for some extra rage regen on Shamir should he ever actually get hit, so that the butterflies can actually do something. And then we have double inspiration in Beelzebub and Dolores. Now that we have the ground units, let's have a bit of a look at the sets, which is going to be right here a morale set on Mary, because Mary is going to stay on the field, giving us that 4% damage boost. Otherwise, we have a invigoration set on Hollow to apply invigoration to Shamir. And besides that, awakening wise, we have a beautiful A3 Beelzebub, and we will change Tallulah from A0 to A3 just to really try to help him out and see how helpless he actually is. We have then Woodlands Blessing, rage regen per second increases by an extra 1%. Alright, so now that we're all in the clear of what we're looking at, 119, I have low expectations. Here we go. Alright, so first off, what we're gonna do is obviously bring in Shamir, give him the invigoration from Hollow, so you can see right here. Then we bring in Dolores. I think we bring in Beel like that, because we cannot inspirate Dolores anyway, and we kind of have then the space for Tallulah there. So we bring him like this, and then we will already be going with Dolores first, and as soon as Dolores runs out, we'll be starting him off, just so we kind of have like a permanent cycle of inspiration. So far, so great. Dolores is about to run out, so we start Beelzebub. And we can trigger Hollow. He's about to run out, so we start Dolores. We can even activate Tallulah, so we get that guaranteed rage regen on Shamir, because enough isn't always enough. And then we bring in Rock, just so we have someone to heal, to have a butterfly close to her, and also starting to get that Shamir attack increase through shield experience. So there we go, boosting him up as much as possible. We get that incredible support from Beel and from Mary. Right here we get some extra rage regen from Tallulah. And he's actually doing something, right? Who could have guessed a Shamir at maximum investment is actually able to do something? Now, how long will that hold? Is it going to be completely different when we enter into stage 20? I don't know. And also the stage isn't yet done, so we shall not praise him before he's actually done what he's supposed to. But yeah, like this, we are able to keep up a permanent 100% uptime on inspiration, which is pretty impressive, I would say. So let's make sure that it stays that way. We'll even get a massive amount of slows, massive amount of even the magic res reduction, right? The vulnerabilities inflicted. And everything in between is all coming together to make this somehow possible. Even then, it's not going all that fast. Like you would expect this to be a clear-cut, easy win, but it's not looking too promising. Here we go, Shamir with another almost half of his HP shield. And we are constantly keeping up the invigoration, the inspiration. Shamir is doing his very best, trying to somehow keep everything going. And it looks like we are at least able to clear it. And you can see that the boss is now on full slow stacks, as well as also taking 60% extra damage from a man Shamir. Let's have a look at the numbers. So we were at least able to beat 119. What about the rest? Nice. He's almost getting trapped upon by a rock in pure HP set and a Beelzebub in an Infernal Raw set with like 60% crit rate. Ooh, that is not a good sign. That really isn't all that great of a sign. But hey, we continue testing further, and I think it's quite obvious at this point that we are going to have to provide a anti-heal option at this point. Alright, so we somehow managed to cheese our way through stage 19. Now let's see if the same is possible for stage 20. And what we're gonna be doing is introducing a Laseer that has full on rage regen. So let's just ensure that that's the case by giving him the Nightmare Samsara, as well as you can see, a rage regen auto +3, as well as 150% rage regen Mana Spring set. And yeah, it's now all up to Shamir. And also Rock will be staying, because Tallulah should, in theory, be able to allow us to keep Rock alive in front of the wall, which means permanent shields for Shamir. So yeah, here we go. 120, I do not know what to expect. Hopes are low as usual. Maybe he can surprise us. Let's see what he's all about then, Mr. AoE Mage. Alright, right here we'll already just be introducing Rock, triggering Dolores, also activating his ultimate, because why not? And then I think we go with Elowen. Alright, so there's the first tier, so we probably should have brought in Lucia actually. Alright, then let's do it a little bit smarter. Rock can wait a bit. Because yeah, if we do miss a window of healing, we're kind of destroying Shamir's very hard work. So yeah, there we go. Forsaken Totem, trigger the ult, activate, and I think we bring in Tallulah next. Enter here, let's not forget about that one. Time to bring in Rock. And then hopefully Mary can be ready by the time we need her to be. Alright, Forsaken Totem, so we can trigger Dolores, trigger him, get some extra rage regen, bring in the freeze. So there shouldn't be any healing happening at the moment, besides obviously the basic attacks from the boss. Forsaken Totem once more, we enter here, we Dolores ult, we freeze everybody to ensure that they don't really completely annihilate our wall. Shamir is staying alive beautifully. Another Forsaken Totem. Another anti here. Yeah, I don't know about you all, but these people do still look pretty much alive. We managed to kill 12. We managed to kill 12 enemies before our wall got overrun. Let's look at the inevitable score. 37 million. Yeah. Alright, so on to AMR 18, where we'll truly try to figure out how useless this artifact actually is. Because each basic attack launch has a 50% chance to release one energy ball. Should technically signify launching a single target magic attack applies Drowning Water. So basically he like applies Drowning Water again. Rather than this one where it says like unleashes an energy ball. So overall it should just be a second application of Drowning Water, which by all means should definitely lose against a tier Twilight. But yeah, most of the characters here you see are basically just actors. They're gonna be facing away from the boss, and it's all gonna be Shamir versus the boss. Yeah, let's get this rolling. And I know AMR stage 18 isn't as relevant as it used to be, because we now have 19, 20, 21 and 22, but it is still a pretty good way to showcase potential single target damage. And we obviously have goat leg there, just in case, and to kind of try to get away without a real healer. And yeah, Rock is obviously there so that Shamir gets the bonus from the Elder ultimate. We'll also be bringing in a Constance to help our Shamir in his darkest days. Let's not forget to activate the ultimates to push the Sorbonne Arcana set. And then Abomination on the other side, also with his own exclusive artifact so that he can get into his stance as fast as possible. And yeah, Shamir is doing work, you could say. He's actually winning, and basically before these guys actually really spawned in, Shamir was able to accumulate the required 10 million damage. Alright, now let's have a look at if he's gonna be faster by supplying him with this exclusive artifact at plus 25. There we go, BP should at least rise by 2200, amazing. Now we go to AMR again, stage 18, hit fight. And let's see what Shamir's exclusive artifact and at 25 can do to rectify this situation. Alright, go Shamir, go Shamir. I believe in you. So there we go. Yeah, you can kind of see him actually shooting his basic attack twice, which is yeah, decent. It's nothing too crazy. There we go with the constants. Let's not forget to activate the ultimates. Devastating Strike, obviously Abomination with the Insta Ultimate, Constance ult, and yeah, it's looking pretty similar, if not slightly better actually, for the Shamir with the exclusive artifact. So, but to be fair, he did open the graves right there, so it's similar. That is very surprising. But overall, it only really says that if you really want to use Shamir against a single target, it would be better to use this exclusive artifact at 25, mind you. Damn. To be fair, it's almost impossible to find a useful place for him. Like, it truly is almost impossible to find a useful place for him past like the early game. And also it would be quite nice to see how much slower people actually become with the drowning water effect. I'm pretty sure it goes like the 25, then 50 and then 75% slow, but we can't really prove it. So, yeah. Overall, Shamir, he really just, no matter how many awakenings, no matter how much you push into him, he feels like a worse Mary, because he only really provides slow. His multipliers are so abysmal. Like a 25% over 10 seconds and a 200% initial damage, it's bad. Right? Even, keep in mind, even after getting a 15% damage increase after using his ultimate, after stacking his own attack up to 40%, after basically getting everything that's possible, as well as taking up to 60% more basic and ultimate attack damage, my man needs either a major buff or he never shall be pulled again. So yeah, this was Shamir to the max. If you have any other ideas of where I missed him, where he's actually supposedly good, and that's not just a pure copium take, feel free to leave it in the comments. And let's see who we maximize on another Monday. Peace!